Hey everyone, it's EMERALDLOUU. Thank you for clicking on my video today. Just as a reminder, everything said on this channel is simply my opinion and how I see things from my viewpoint. If you do not agree, that is okay. We can always discuss in the comment section our differences. So let's go ahead and get into this video, and I hope you enjoy it. This is my channel on YouTube, and I'm so happy to see you. Sorry for the late upload, but I wasn't feeling good for the past few days. But here I am. It's Monday night, and I'm doing my review for A Life After Lockup. This is season 3, episode 29. Good news, bad news. Let's get into this review. So when the episode starts, we see John, and something that John said that kind of stuck out to me, that I was like, wait, what? John said he has 3 kids at the house, which if we think back to when it was Love After Lockup, I remember they showed us his daughter, but I guess he has 3. I don't know if he meant 3 kids, as in 3 of his kids, or his daughter and Tessa and the mama. I'll probably have to watch it again, but don't feel like doing that. So he said he has 3 kids at the house. He goes to meet with his friend. I don't know his name. And his friend is having a logical conversation with him about the whole situation with Tessa. Is it Tessa or Tara? Shout out to all the people that watched my John says that they mess around a lot, and I guess, you know, playful flirting. They play all the time. He takes her phone. I don't know what for. And this is when we found, and if we actually, again, go back to Love After Lockup, we remember that John said he cheated on his wife with her cousin. So this wouldn't be something new to John. And also John does admit to us, the audience, that there isn't one relationship that he's been in that he hasn't cheated. What do y'all see in John? Is John, you know, oozing with sex appeal or something that I don't see? Because I don't. How is he able to be a player? I mean, John isn't ugly. I don't see the sex appeal, but, you know, he ain't my type. So to people whose type he may be, maybe he is oozing of sex appeal. And oh my God, Pat, put your hands over here. I want to put you like putty in my hands. I want to feel you so free, guys. Hey, just because I don't see it don't mean other people ain't feeling him. John says that he cannot say that he hasn't thought about it. And what was funny to me was when John said, he kept reiterating 30 seconds. So John, you can only last 30 seconds? Okay, Mr. Sex Appeal. 30 seconds it is. Where Andrea, Lamar, and Priscilla are going to see Shantae. I didn't like this scene, and it was very, very uncomfortable for me, and it was very cringe. I tried to fast forward it because I didn't want to watch it a second time, but Xfinity would not let me be great. They said that fast forwarding is prohibited with this program. I hate when they be on that. So they're driving in the car, and Andrea's like, well, if she don't come for me, I won't come for her, and yada, yada, yada. And Priscilla's like, Mom, can you please be nice to Shantae? The reason why this scene was so cringy to me is simply because when they got there, I feel like Andrea was being very standoffish. I did not like that. And it looked like she had an attitude. I don't even want to talk about it. That's how it felt so icky to me. And Shantae had to be the one to say, well, you go first. Shantae was level-headed. She was nice. She was very sweet and understanding about the conversation. And then Andrea was like, I just want to be accepted. You're not the kid. Think about it. What person would not feel some type of way if they didn't have their father growing up, and their father gets married, and it feels like you had this idea that your dad was going to come out and then you were going to be able to see him, but now it's like his wife is not, like, think about that. And I hate how Andrea, let me tell you something, Andrea, those kids that you have are not Lamar's. Priscilla is Lamar's child. Tennyson and Nyla are not Lamar's children. Shantae and Priscilla are. So you talk about, oh, I brought an ex-con into my children's life and I have to, well, whose decision was it to find an ex-con and bring it to your children's life? Whether or not, whatever the case may be, Andrea, you did keep Lamar, in a sense, away from Shantae. Because why does Lamar have to go see his daughter on the down low without you knowing? There has to be something there. Because in order for him not to allow you to have an idea that he's going to go see his daughter, it has to be something where he's like, I don't want to have this conversation, or you might try to stop him, or you might try to make a big deal out of it. So he's just going to omit that situation. I didn't like it. But luckily there was no issues. Shantae wants to be a part of the family. She's excited. And Shantae better than me, because I always said, I don't give a oh, that's my daddy. Stop keeping my daddy away from me. Your kids is not my daddy kids. See, shout out to Shantae for keeping her composure and being nice. I didn't like the vibe that Andrea was giving off. I didn't like it at all. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm looking too into it. Maybe I didn't pay attention, but there was this vibe on when they jumped to that scene. I was just like, oh, that's in here. She don't know who this psycho is just yet. Let's get into this stupid waste of time scene between Shane and Lacey. Because Shane is playing with the door. What was the point of this scene? What was the point? He walks over to the door. He opens the door. He said he's going to change the password. He plays with the door. She's cleaning the sink in the bathroom. And then she's like,
what's the point of all of this? What's the point? Oh my God, Shane. What's the point of all of this? Like, you're acting so crazy, Shane. Get it? Like, I have no idea why Shane is acting in this way. I mean, I know John knows where I live, but only me and Shane and my dad know the password to the door.
and then the icing on top.
There was one time I had to take out a protective order on John, but I mean, that's it. And he knows where I live, and if he wants to get in contact with me, then he's just gonna...
What, show up? Then we get to Brittany and Marcelino, and they're getting the kids ready, and they're going to the aeropuerto. I need to practice my Spanish. I took Spanish 1 and 2, and this is embarrassing. They get to the airport. I think it's a 10-hour drive for them to get to, I think, Arizona, to their final destination. But, you know, it was, you know, I can't imagine being on a plane with a child for 10 hours. It's been 3 episodes. Why am I still seeing D-Mark? I don't want to see D-Mark anymore. Can we get out of this amusement park? Are we going to be here the whole season? I'm sick of it. D-Mark is so mad talking about, well, I'm just going to go. Okay, then go. Then she was like, oh, take my Eva with you. Damn it, no. Because then that means I'm still going to see him. Bet money we're going to see D-Mark on the next episode. And they're still going to be at that amusement park. Lawn. And Chevelle's like, let's go on the Ferris wheel. And then Quenlin's like, hey, no, I don't want to go on that Ferris wheel. She's like, come on, let's go on the Ferris wheel. I was happy to see Quenlin, but if he ain't gonna give me a commitment, then I don't know if I want to be together. Quenlin, he better be ready to commit to me, cause this might be the end of us. Girl, bye. Get out of my face now. Get out of my face, Chevelle. Something about Chevelle is off, and I don't know what it is. I don't know, but something about Chevelle doesn't make me feel nice on the inside. This one of those things where you don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm not saying like anything negative about Chevelle. Just not feel. I'm gonna feel Chevelle. I'm gonna like something about Chevelle. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna know. Brittany goes downstairs to the lobby. She sees her mom having a cup of coffee. And I stuck my way. I was like, what? Oh my God. It's like, girl, talk like a grown woman. Why do you sound like a teenager? What? I don't know what's wrong with my phone. It just died. I don't know what's wrong with it. I thought we were going later, not right now. Talk like a woman. You're a woman. I'm a child. Maybe there's something wrong with me. I'm sorry. This review's just, I'm just being an asshole today, I guess. Cynthia is nervous. She's hyperventilating. And she says she wants a Xanax. Isn't this why we're in the situation right now, Cynthia? You're saying you want a Xanax? I'm surprised that Brittany didn't say something when Cynthia was like, I need a Xanax. A Xan? You want a Xanny? Is that what you call it? I don't know. I think it's called a Xanny. But she wants a Xanax because she's so nervous. She's hyperventilating. She doesn't know what she wants to do. She doesn't want to meet Jackie. Jackie is the evil woman of Cynthia's past. The evil gremlin of Cynthia's past. She does not want to say Jackie. So Brittany was talking, right? And she was saying how when she was younger, Jackie used to go have the grandkids go around taking cigarette butts out of ashtrays. How does that work? Oh, whoa. Wait. When I first heard her say that, my dummy self was like, but what? I don't got it. So now it clicked. The cigarette butts is whatever's left of the cigarette that the person puts out and leaves on the ashtray. So that means you're having the kids pick up leftover cigarette pieces and bring them to you. And you will put your lip on somebody else's lip that was on the cigarette. Oh snap, it's my break time's over. And this is what's left, right? Because this was it then now it's down to this. It's not even the same size. So this is what's left. And I put it out. So then the kids be like, oh, I found the leftover piece of cigarette. Here you go, Grandma Jackie. Here's blood. I hope that made sense. Brittany also said not only did she have them take out the cigarette butts out of ashtrays, but then she also pimped her out for cigarettes. I didn't know cigarettes were that addicting. This, I never thought, I know like drugs, heroin, because I don't want my video to get straight. Heroin, what's that other one? Heroin is the one that's in the needle, right? Crackaina and cocaina. There's another one. Perky and Molly and Molly. Those I think are being addicted, but cigarettes? I didn't know cigarettes were that, like, you could have that much of a cigarette addiction. That's crazy. Listen, we get into Shane, and we TV producers stay having Shane look like an obsessed stalker. So here we are, and Shane is driving around in a pickup truck, and he's going to meet with Miranda. Miranda is a friend of Lacey's that has known Shane and Lacey due to the fact of her being Lacey's a long time friend. So, numero uno, I hate the people who don't wear masks but have a piece of cloth around their neck. I'm sorry, but that gives me trompaina. That's a trompaina. That's a magara. Maga alter peoples. Yes, yes. That is de personas que no te amo la máscara. I don't even think I said that right. Why am I speaking bootleg Spanish in the house? Okay, focus. Whenever I see someone with a little piece of cloth around their neck rather than have like an actual, like, either the medical mask or, excuse me. Also, where I live, they send us these in the mail. Right? So there is no excuse. Well, for my county, there's no excuse of not having a mask because the county sends out 4 masks in a post office envelope for free. So if you don't feel like spending money on a box of masks, the county sends us, if you live in my county. I don't know about other counties. But, yeah. Or the people who are around like this. Yeah, let me just get the pack of cigarettes right there. You know, let me get a Bud Light. I'll take a Bud Light too. And a pack of cigarettes. Thank you. Thank you. Come on. Anyways. So he meets up with Miranda. And Miranda's like, I was rooting for you, Shad. Miranda, for some reason, you gave me the feelings like you wanted a homegirl. So probably wanted to screw Shane. Like I said, for some reason, I'm a jerk right now in this review. But she made me feel like she was one. Oh, I was rooting for you. You know that friend that's just unnecessary. Like, why you have to do all that? He's supposed to be on my side. Just say, yeah, she pregnant. Leave her alone. Move on with your life and then leave it. I was rooting for you, Shane. I was hoping you would be the one to what? Be the one to what, Miranda? Because obviously he's not doing anything positive because he keeps ending up in jail. You want your friend Lacey to go through that? Miranda. But in a sense, we see that, well, I see, because I just started watching the show. I see that Shane and Lacey go way, way beyond. They met when they were very young, and they've been connected since then. So when he said that Lacey was like a drug to him, now I see. I don't think they've ever stopped messing around or being together, and this could be very, very scary because if you've been dealing with someone on and off again for so long, and this is why Lacey, even though she's pregnant with Shane and she's married to Shane, remember she changed. From what I know from the season prior, Shane cheated on Lacey And Lacey proceeded to get back with John. Am I getting the names right? Hold on. Yeah. Lacey got back together with John. John and Lacey kicked Shane out of the house. Then John went to jail because of the situation with him and Lacey. And then Shane came back and asked her for forgiveness. Lacey must have some unicorn boo-boon. She must have the boo-boon of boo-boons of all eternity. She must got some magic up in there. Some unicorn. I say unicorn, all right, that's not what I was gonna say. Not little Keeblers. Some Lucky Charms up in there. Okay. Because he said they're not done. And I kind of got confused because John was like, Lacey was pregnant with my baby. And he was like, but then she lost. How he say it? Wait. He was like, she had a miscarriage. And I'm like, so is it she got a miscarriage? Or she had a miscarriage? So I was like, wait a second. Because you don't mess up something like that. She had a miscarriage. You know what he was about to say, right? She got, read between the lines, because I surely did. That man looked like he was about to cry. And I think I'm going to attach a clip of me turned on Saturday night. So I may add the clip of me tipsy so you guys can see my authentic feelings about that scene in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, I felt that. The reason I started recording is because I saw the scene where John was like, I just feel like the producer like just stand there and then look sad. Shut up. He's like, oh my God, stop. Lacey, for the first time I had butterflies and I thought, wait. That scene didn't make no sense. Cause this girl said, y'all see mine? This girl said, I was rooting for you to win. And I'm like, wait. Oh wow. So I might add or not add this to the video. So he says they're not done. So we get back, and what is John doing with this boat? I don't know where he bought this boat, but he said he got a boat for him and Christiana to go, because she always, excuse me, because I think he said something along the lines of Christiana always wanted to be on a boat, so he got them a boat so they can go be on a boat together. Christiana calls John. She said, good news is she's getting out in 2 days. She doesn't have to go to a halfway house. She could come straight to his house. But the bad news is she can't be around anyone with open charges. So to Sarah, I didn't even put it in the notes, damn it. So her thought sister, a skanky sister, can't be in the house with her. So skanky sister can't be in the house because she has an open case. And Christiana, if they want peace, she's going to have to leave the house. And trifling as John, Gigolo John, Gigolo John says, oh, this is great. I don't have to tell Christiana about me and Skanky Sister after all. So we see this little clip of Tennyson and Nyla, and it was really cute. I think they were talking about Tennyson dating, and then he goes into Nyla dating. Then we see Nyla, her little social media pictures, and I'm not gonna talk about their hair because Nyla's a girl. She's a teenager. She'll get into getting better makeup and hairdo. So I'm not gonna sit here and criticize her. I don't know how old she is, but I'm pretty sure she's a teenager, and we've all been there. And y'all remember that wig I was wearing a couple of videos ago. And y'all, I saw the crochet I had, and here we are with the braids. Sometimes you just don't give a fuck. Throw these braids on, leave me alone. Anyways, And Tennyson got a haircut. It looks a little dry. I just want him to I guess moisturize it, because you can't do nothing with it. Well, boys don't moisturize. See, it just looks a little dry. Pick it out. Just pick it out. I'm sick and tired of this Nurtec commercial with Khloe Kardashian. If I see this Nurtec commercial one more time with Khloe Kardashian, I'm going to scream. Do you want to know why? Do you want to know why? Khloe Kardashian, I remember there was a time where we all loved you, Khloe Kardashian, because you were just the sister who did not give a fuck, and you didn't kiss Kimberly's ass, and you and Courtney used to do little cute little things, because I did used to watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians when I was a 19-year-old youngster, hipster, you know. I think. But now you've conformed, and hey, I'm not feeling it no more, because just look at her jaw. So Quaylon proposes. I only said 3 things. Quaylon proposes. He says Chevelle saved his life. And then he says, now go tell DMark that. But that he proposed, congratulations to Chevelle and Quaylon. I wish y'all the best. The scene with Jackie was this episode of Life After Lockup was very emotional, and it took me on an emotional roller coaster when I first watched it. And I'm mad I didn't take notes the first time I watched it, because that was my raw feelings, and then I just watched it a second time to take notes. But when I initially watched this episode, it took me on an emotional roller coaster. So it started with John, and it was like, ugh. Then it went to why their names like Andrea. Then it was like, ugh. Then it went to Lacey, and I was like, ugh. Then it went to the next person, and then it came to this scene, and I wanted to cry for Cynthia. So they go and see Jackie. I don't know what the medical prognosis or diagnosis is when it comes to Jackie, but she has abnormal movements. And yeah, she first said, I thought you guys just owned me. And they're like, no, we didn't. Cynthia was the last person to come into the room. And you know, you kind of thought like, oh my God, it's so cute. Oh my God, it's about to be a moment. So of course, Marcelino with his little extra stuff, he got up and took his kids. He's like, I don't want my kids to be around nobody like Jackie now. Ándale, ándale. Nosotros, ándale. That didn't make no sense, by the way. Muévelo, muévelo sin parar. Si tú quieres que coma, toma. Si tú quieres que coma todo. Si tú quieres que coma todo. Shake that toma. I'm gonna make that thing bang. I'm gonna make that shine bang. I'm gonna make that thing bang. I'm gonna make that thing bang. Okay. That's when Cynthia, with the support of her daughter Brittany, was, you know, trying to get open into telling her mother, Jackie, the reason for her being there to see Jackie. We found out that Cynthia started drinking and using at the age of 13. And that's what she always thought Jackie do. Jackie said that her parents did the same. So they continue on with the conversation. And Jackie basically says, it's not my fault because I didn't push a pipe in your mouth and I didn't pour a beer for you to drink. Brittany did not know that her mother used to run away, because I think Jackie was the one who said, you used to run away. And then Brittany's like, you used to run away, Mom? And she was like, yeah, I used to run away to get over all the constant partying and drinking that was going on at the house. Cynthia also brings up the fact that Jackie's friends always went into her room. And Jackie said, well, you should have told me, because I would have found a way to stop that from happening. And that's when she looked and touched Cynthia in a very condescending way. And even the sound effects played on that emotion also. Cynthia goes downstairs because she can't believe that her mom, Jackie, is acting like she didn't know or had no idea about what was going on. And Brittany says that Jackie never changed. She's still the mean, evil old lady that she is. And now Brittany's, I feel, new fear is she doesn't want Cynthia to end up like Jackie. So I feel like instead of helping, this may have amplified Brittany's fear. Because at first she didn't want her mom to stay on the streets and all of that. But now she's scared that her mother is going to turn into her mother. And we already know, once Marcelino knows how this turned out, this is going to be very, very much so an issue. Because now Brittany's going to really, really be terrified for her mom. We'll see what happens on the next episode. And I wanted to cry for Cynthia because that scene, I don't know about y'all, but that was very, like, sad because Jackie is, like, she's suffering with something. And I don't know if it was condescending the way she was touching Cynthia's face, but Cynthia looks so pretty when, like, I feel bad for her because when she said, I used to run away from home, and her own daughter, Brittany, didn't even know she used to run away from home. Let me not get sad because then I don't want to fuck up my tipsiness. So then we see a scene with Scott. And Scott's talking and, you know, we're waiting. And we're waiting to see Lindsey, right? And then we hear Lindsey's voice on a voicemail. And then we find out that I should have waited until I took a shower. What am I doing? So then we find out that Lindsey is back in jail. Lindsey claims she was test driving a car. And that's when the patrol pulled her over. And there were drug paraphernalia and a firearm in the vehicle that didn't belong to her. And they were in a car she was test driving. Scott stated that he tried to kick Lindsey out after she did what she did to his office, and she said F you to him. I just want to know why Lindsey's so mad at Scott though. Like, she is so angry and green with envy when it comes to Scott, and Scott was just trying to help you. Scott gave you somewhere to live. Scott helped you with your daughter. When we first saw you in Scott's situation, Scott was putting his head together with your mom. Yet you're so mad at Scott. We could say, you know, that what the heck did Scott think getting with a young hot convict, you know? But there's got to be someone gullible for the convicts to be able to trick. Scott says if she don't do it, if she doesn't do it for her daughter, she ain't gonna do it for nobody, which is true. That's sad for children who has parents like Lindsey, because you opened that door and you did all of this just to go back to jail. So is she still gonna be Scott's responsibility, or is Scott gonna completely move on from the situation? Then this stupid psycho ass biatch says, Scott, I'd rather have a pap smear and a root canal at the same time how she say it? I didn't write it with I forgot the other part of that. I just heard, I think she said pap smear or CAT scan, but CAT scans aren't painful. But pap smears aren't painful either. So that's why I was like, wait. She'd rather have one of them and a pap smear at the same time rather than something, child. So then we end the episode with Tara and Mama and John. John calls Tara outside. Mama's already outside, and he tells them the news that Christy's coming home, and she's like, yay. And I was like, oh, you too timing ass talking about yay. You ain't happy. And he said that Tara has to leave because Christy can't be in the house with someone who has an open charge. And Tara's like, oh, they're just lying. He's lying. He's making it up. And I'm like, you just think so highly of yourself, huh, pimple face? Pimple face, sit down. Trifling Tara, skanky sister. But I guess she's coming home. The mother's birthday is in 2 days, so she's getting out on her mom's birthday. And Mom was like, John. I'm like, bitch, shut up. Where your house? Let's talk about this. Where is the mother's house? She don't have a house? Where is Tara's house? Let me rant again. I don't understand people who have privilege at their feet. And this is, you know what? I'm not even going to go there. I'm not even going to go there. I'm going to let it go. This is my up and down, round and round, jerk-filled, asshole-filled review of Life After Lockup, Season 3, Episode 29. I'm so sorry for the late upload. I was not feeling good, but here you are. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Don't just watch my video, subscribe. Like the video. Comment down below. Subscribe. Get me popping. You like me. You like my commentary. You like what I'm saying? So go ahead and subscribe. Y'all want more content? Okay, I'll give you more content. Y'all pray for me. This is I want ice cream. I should have ordered the ice cream from Miller L's house. I think I'm just gonna have the poppin' donuts, but no, it's I don't even like coffee the same. Maybe I'll have hot chocolate with the poppin' donuts. The poppin'. I'll see y'all on Tuesday, February 9th. See y'all then. Yeah, it's Monday. See y'all Tuesday, February 9th. I might just premiere the video, but last time I premiered the video, nobody showed up. Peace. Thank you for watching my video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel to show it some love. And until next time, you guys stay safe. Thank you.